All right. So let's start with that mindful breathing, all of us. It's always good to practice that. Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of a mindfulness course myself online, but it's such a wonderful practice. And big part of mindfulness, I mean, the definition of mindfulness is being in the present moment without judgment, right? So you're accepting whatever you're feeling, whether it's physical or emotional. You're accepting that because it's already here. You can't change it. You're not pushing it away. You're just observing, creating that little distance from all that drama within, and cultivating your witness, that part of you that is able to look at it from a certain perspective. And when we're able to do that, it lessens the suffering a little bit because we don't get so worked up by all the drama that's happening in our lives. And that doesn't mean it's not painful. It is, but we can actually cultivate that ability to feel pain without contracting around it or pushing it away. And big part of it is self-compassion. So, if you have a moment or a day where you feel really bad or you have a lot of pain, just take a moment, put your hand on your heart, or whatever gesture feels like it's nurturing for you, and acknowledge it. It's hard, but also you have those tools to carry through, carry on. All right, so closing your eyes, relaxing your shoulders. Yeah, I think us human beings are incredibly resilient. So we need to celebrate that. And just feel the breath flowing in through your nostrils and out. Feel the belly rising and falling with the breath. And then let's try some sounding just to open our voices, and all those muscles around the larynx. So we'll try some vowels. So breathing in through the nose, and then ah, and then the next one is eh. And then E. And O. And ooh. Ooh. Nice. And then let's do shh, 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 shh. Can you hear the sound? Shh sound. And as you do that, maybe you feel that pullback of the diaphragm as you do sort of forceful shh, 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 shh. Nice. And then come back to your regular breath. Yeah, let's do some facial moves. So the smile and kiss, smile and kiss. Isn't it fascinating? Like when we smile, well, these muscles turn on, right? Good. Nice. Oh, there's Franny. And then we're gonna just scrunch up the whole face. Like you just tasted something sour. Nice. And then open, surprised face. Open your eyes. Nice. Okay, good. All right, let's do some shoulder work. So up and down one shoulder and then the other. Right. And then if you can make a little wing, so just touching your shoulder, and then do a nice circle. Hi, Franny. Nice circle with that right shoulder. And you decide how deep you want to go into that circle. If you have no pain, then try to do a big range of motion. If you have pain, then at least start small, and then you'll see how it feels. Yeah, good. And then other side. So either touching a shoulder or even just like this. You don't have to touch it. And try to point that elbow up and down and forward. Very good. Nice. And then we're gonna bring the shoulders forward, rounding, kind of like hiding your heart. And then shoulders back and expanding your heart. And then round on the exhale. And chest up, shoulders back on the inhale. And nice slow breath through the nose. Good. Nice. And then we'll go side to side for a side bend. So reaching down. And just notice that sensation of the stretch. Nice. And then stay on one side and hold it in that side bend. And if your shoulder feels okay, you can bring that arm up and over. Um, and then stay in that side stretch. Breathing, sending the breath into this area or your ribs. Stretching all those tiny muscles between them. Good. And then back down, another side, and hold there again. Opening that space even more with the breath. Yeah, Michelle, you can always maybe hold a little lower or even do a side bend without the arm. Yeah, good. And then back to center. Very good. Okay, I'll go back to my chair so you see my whole body. Um, so we'll inhale, lengthen the spine. Think about that nice arch in the low back. So, sometimes we sit like this, right? Like kind of rounded and the low back is flattened. So we want to tilt the pelvis slightly forward so there's that natural arch and gives you a little more height. Good. And then we're going to inhale the arms up and twist over to your left, touching your left knee with your right hand. That's it, but still, and stay there for a few breaths. Yeah. So look to the left for a few breaths. And then stay in the twist, but try looking over to the right as far as your neck allows you without too much pain. And then stay there for a few more breaths again. Feel that stretch in the neck and around your waist and around your mid back. Good. And then back to center. Just notice how it feels. You might feel lopsided. I feel a little lopsided. So let's do the other side. So inhale, arms up. And then with that tall spine, touch the right knee with your left hand. Sit tall. And first look to the right for a few breaths. Good. And then stay in the twist and just look over to the other side. Stretching that neck. Yeah, so keep your left hand on the right knee, twisting your right shoulder back. Yeah. Very good. And then back to center. Okay. And then we'll go forward into a forward fold. So hinging at the hips, bringing your belly down towards your thighs. Stay there for a few breaths. Feel the stretch in the low back and the hips. And then feel the swelling of the ribs in the back as you breathe. Hopefully it's not too painful for you, Michelle. Just even expanding the area in your back with the breath. Good, and then slowly coming up. And then let's bring the arms up and let's try to hold here, just really working on that nice tall spine, that natural curve. Michelle, you can always bring the arms only halfway up or something, or just work on that spine straight. Imagine someone's pulling you up by the arms, really tractioning your spine. Very good. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And then release. Very good. And then bring your left knee into your chest. Hold around your shin or under your thigh. That's a little bit of flexion in that spine. Let's take a few breaths here. And then we'll open to the side. Try to hold either under your thigh, support your leg or over your shin, and then other arm reaches out while you're sitting tall. And then back to center. Bring that leg back to center. And then open again. And close again. And open. You can do it like this too, Michelle, without holding the leg, okay? If that hurts your arm. Nice. And then let's try to cross. So left leg over right. And we'll try another twist here. Might feel a little different than when we were just, in that seated position. So if your left leg is on top, you're twisting to the left, gently pressing into that outer thigh with your right hand. Keep that spine nice and long as you can. And see if you can also work on really activating the inner thighs to cross that leg over there. So you're gently pressing over there with that leg, and then the body goes in counter rotation. Yeah. Very good. And then back to center. We'll switch legs. So we'll hug in the right shin, and then open and close. Or do it without holding the leg if that's a little too much. And inhale, reach, and back. All right. And then let's cross right over left. Again, find that nice tall seated posture before you twist. And then you're turning over to the right. Lift your chest, lift that lift that low back in and up. And you're breathing. Very good. And then back to center. Nice work. Okay, so now we're gonna come into that Sphinx pose. So you're gonna look like a Sphinx. So you come a little bit down. Your collarbones are broad, so you're not rounding, right? You're trying to keep this area nice and open. Shoulder blades are sitting on your back and sliding down slightly. Elbows in. And imagine if I put a hand behind your heart, so on your back, and gently nudged you to push your push your chest forward. So it's that opening. Take a few breaths. It's slight back bend, right, for that back. And I am maybe overly flexible in my low back, so yours might look different, but we're trying to arch in the upper back. Good. And then release. And we'll rock side to for front and back to get that core activated. So sit close to the edge of the chair so you have space to lean back. And then keep that spine long, core engaged. And we're rocking, like on a rocking chair. Is it possible, Franny? Yeah, you kind of really have to sit close to the edge so you have space to lean back. Just don't fall back too much. Yeah. Good. That's all right. And even if you can't lift your feet, even just leaning back like that, when you lean back, right, your core has to work and your back muscles work so you're not collapsing, right? So let's do that rowing motion. So you reach forward, so that's a forward fold. And then you lean back a little bit, so core is engaging. And back. Reach forward and lean back. Imagine you're in a rowing boat on a lake. It's a beautiful day. Maybe you can even catch some fish. Very good. Feel that movement. Forward and back. One more. Nice work. All right. And then we'll rock side to side. So you're lifting one hip off the chair if you can. One sit bone lifts. So you're activating these muscles that lift the hip up. The quadratus lumborum in the back and the obliques. Very good. Okay. All right, so now let's see. We're gonna try this exercise. I did it in the other class. We did it standing, but I'll try to figure it out in the chair. So we're gonna be stepping to this forward side and back, which we'll do probably by sticking the foot further under the chair. So you'll be forward, you're straightening the leg, and then side, just a regular side step, and then back, you try to stick your foot back behind you a little bit. So let's try just the foot first. So tap forward, tap to the side, and tap under the chair. Then again, forward, side, and under the chair. Good, and then we'll add a little arm movement. So as we go forward, you're touching your opposite shoulder. As we go sideways, you're touching your opposite hip. And as we go down back, you're touching the back of your head. All right, so now we have to remember. Yeah, Michelle, you could touch your shoulder instead. Yeah? So we go forward, touch your shoulder, side, touch your hip, and touch your head as you step back. And again, forward, shoulder, side, hip, and back, head. And forward, shoulder, side, hip, back, head. Forward shoulder, side hip, back, touch your head. Nice. All right, let's do it on the other side. So same thing, forward, touch the right shoulder this time. Side, touch your right hip, and back, touch the back of your head. It's a little coordination, right? Touch it, crossing the midline. So shoulder, hip, and head. Shoulder, hip. Even I have to think about it really hard. And head. And shoulder, hip as you go to the side, and head. One more. Shoulder, hip, and head. Great. How about we do it with both? Should we try it? Let's see if we can do it. So straightening both legs forward, touching the opposite shoulders. And then jump your feet apart, touch your opposite hips. So just crossing your arms in front of your belly. And then try to bring your feet a little bit under and touch the back of your head. And then again, straighten, cross, Jump open, touch the opposite hip, and touch your head. And straighten your arms, cross. Jump apart, touch your hips, touch your head. One more. Straighten your legs, cross the arms. Uh, jump apart, touch your hips, and touch the back of your head. Very good. Nice. All right. Let's do arms forward, sitting nice and tall. And then we're going to be opening, reaching back with one arm. And then exhale back to center. And then inhale, open to the left. Exhale back to center. Open to the right. And see if you can look to the side too, to stretch your neck a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Nice. One more on the left. Very good. Let's take another forward fold. And if you can reach, the floor, you can rest your hands on the floor or rest them on your thighs. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Breathing deeply. All right, and then coming back up. Nice. And then we're gonna do some twisting again with the power twist. So 1 and open back to that T position, and 2 and open. And so you're turning towards that side, so looking there as well. Your chest is facing as close to that side as possible. So 1 and 2. See, I'm taking my knee with me. I have a pretty slidey chair, so it's kind of easy for me to slide. You might have a different chair, it might be harder. But see if you can take that hip with you too. Yeah, so we work that hip as well. Nice. Good. Okay. So I'm just gonna put on a little bit of music to do some marching and working that heart rate up just for a bit. Okay, so we're gonna go into march. Work your arms. Lift those feet off the floor. And then we're gonna go push and down. Push through the heels. Push. Push. Work the quadricep. more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Up. So heels up, arms up, and then arms back and toes up. Okay, so really lift your toes up towards the ceiling. And then heels up, arms up, push your arms back, lift your toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift those toes. Breathe in, heels up, and toes up. Heels up, toes up. Good. 3 more. 1, heels up, and toes up. 2, and 3. You're back. Good. And then we're gonna rhythmically clap to the side and try to look that way too. Very good. And then we'll try to clap a little higher. You don't have to, Michelle. Just do side. But if you can, the others, clap a little higher. Very good. Nice. Good. And then we'll go out and in. So just stepping out and in. Nice big step.
Do not know who I am, but still know that I'm good long as you're here with me. To be drunk and in love in New York City.
So we're trying to keep that rhythm.
Morning coffee, burning through the hours talking. Damn, I like me better when I'm with you.
Very good. Keep going. Nice big opening. Yeah, we can add the arms. Nice power up.
I stay for a long time 'cause I like me better when I'm with you.
Good. Nice. And then marching again. And then keep marching and try to flick your fingers open as you're marching. So flicking and straightening the arms.
If we lay, let the day just pass us by. I might get to too much talking. I might have to tell you something. Damn, I like me better when
nice, and then try one forward, one side.
I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first
Forward,
time I stayed for a long time 'cause I like me better when I'm
good. And then we'll be hopping side to side. You can hold on to the chair. Very good. Nice. A few more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. And then straight stretch through your left leg. Point the toes up. And then we'll go down for a stretch in the back of the leg.
I like me better when I'm with you. I
breathe. Feel that stretch in the calf and the hamstring.
I like me better when I'm with you.
Good, and then switch legs. Just straighten through the right, toes up, and then a little forward fold. Good. And then we'll straighten through the left leg. Right leg is bent, but a little bit open to the side. So it's almost like a warrior two. And then we're gonna cross the arms. Yeah, Michelle, you'll see if you can do this. We're gonna try to go up and then finish the circle. You might not be able to do it, so you can just do a little circle, Michelle, okay, like this. The rest of us, we can try to go all the way up. Work with the breath. Good, and then we'll go side to side. You can do it with or without arms. Feel like an airplane going side to side now. Very good. And then release your arms. And then we'll switch legs. So the right leg will be straight out. And then again, we're gonna try those big circles. Michelle, you can do smaller. So crossing in front of your body, lifting up, reaching out to the side, and then crossing again. Very good. Nice. And then that airplane going side to side. Very good. And then back to center. And then let's do the figure four stretch. The ankle on top of your thigh. And now I'm all up on you. What you expect? But you're not coming home with me tonight. And work on lengthening your spine. You just want attention. You don't want my... Lengthening your spine, working with your breath. So this is a good stretch for the deep butt muscles. Sometimes if they get tight, they could cause sciatica if it's the piriformis syndrome. So that sometimes this stretch relieves it. If you have any pain in the butt or shooting down your leg. And then we'll switch legs. Oh yeah, Franny, you do have that, right? But you know, sciatica can be caused by other things than the piriformis. Sometimes it's a herniated disc, you know, sometimes it's narrowing in the spine, so it can have a lot of causes. Another move that sometimes people say works for sciatica is just the pelvic tilts because it relieves some strain in the low back. So it's just that rocking on your sit bones. So feel your sit bones and then roll over to the front of the sit bones, which creates more of a low back arch, right? If you were on the floor and you did this, you would lift your low back off the floor. And then you flatten your low back a little bit by curling onto the back of the sit bones. And then you're just imagine the pelvis is like a bowl and you're spilling it forward and you're spilling it backwards. So it's a very subtle movement. And as you're sort of like almost tucking your tailbone, your core muscles engage. You're pressing, you're bracing here, right? And as you roll forward, your belly relaxes. So just notice all that. And anything you can do to strengthen your core, strengthen your glutes, should help sciatica. Because oftentimes it's from weakness in the muscles. Yeah. So, in a chair, it's kind of hard to strengthen the butt. So we'll just try squeezing the butt. And as you squeeze, you kind of lift up a little bit, right? Just like a little bit. So squeeze the butt, hold for a few seconds, and release. And squeeze. Feel both butt cheeks getting harder, and release. And squeeze. And release. Yeah, so that's something you can do when you're sitting. Otherwise, anything where you can lift the leg back behind you. So let's say you would stand and do these movements, so that contract your glutes too. Or even just walking up the stairs or up the hill is good to strengthen your backside. All right. Okay, what time is it? Okay, we still have 15 minutes. So let's open the knees and then start with your feet apart, and then we'll go into that internal rotation of the hips and external rotation. And then notice which movement is harder for you, whether it's the internal or external. Yeah, and that's another way how to strengthen not quite the big butt muscle, the gluteus maximus, but the side muscles. If you have a resistance band, maybe the loop, or making a knot on it, and then doing this. So opening the knees against that resistance, or even stepping out against the resistance. That's another way how to strengthen the hips. All right, let's do a few more of those quadricep muscle workout. And then maybe we can try adding the opposite arm. So as you straighten your right leg, your left arm comes up. Or Michelle, you could go to the side instead. But if you can go up, really push through the heel, straightening that knee. Very good. Nice. And then let's do one last thing, or maybe couple last things. We're gonna pretend we're jumping a rope. So you're gonna be doing this with the rope and then lifting your heels, right? So jump, 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 jump. Well, yeah, remember how it felt jumping rope? Lift those heels up. Good, and we could make it a little harder by sort of putting the left foot on top of the right foot. So it's a little heavier. Actually, let's do this. I think this is a little harder, but we could do so putting the left foot on top of the right and then lifting your toes on the right foot. I don't know if you see it, but putting a little weight on it and then lifting. So really working these muscles here. But you need to, when you're walking, right, you need to lift the foot up as you're starting that step. Good. And then switch sides. So put the right on top of the left and lift the left toes. Really work against the weight. Very good. I mean, I don't see your feet, but I'm trusting you. Okay, so let's, we have about 10 minutes, so let's do some breathing and toning our diaphragm again. So I think last time, did we try the obstacle breathing? Should we try that again? So we're gonna inhale through mildly blocked nostrils. So you can still inhale, but it's sort of like you're a little stuffy. So just mild pressure from the sides, and then it's gonna take you a little longer, right, to take that breath in. But you might feel that expansion of the chest a little more. It's sort of like when your doctor gives you something to breathe through, you know, that training for the lungs. This is just through the nose. So let's try a few rounds of breath. So inhaling through the nose. That's blocked a little. And then you can let go and exhale fully through the nose again. And then repeat. Go all the way until your lungs are full and then release. Yeah, let's do a few more. Great. And then we'll just breathe regularly through the nose, but we'll still work on nice, long, slow breaths. So maybe we can try inhaling for 5 or 6 or 7, and it depends on how fast a breather you are. So find a count that you know, where you still feel comfortable, but it's a little longer than you'd normally do. So maybe start with 5, and if it seems easy, then add 6. I mean, add 1 to 6 or to the 7. So same count for the inhale and exhale. And again, observe, and maybe you find that one part of that breathing process is harder for you. Maybe you feel like you can't fully expand. So then when you feel like there's some obstacle, just come back to your regular breath and then release tension. You know, sometimes it's because when we try too hard, we tense instead of release. So think gentle breath. It doesn't have to be forced. It's just a little longer. All right. And then let's do some relaxation. So I'll play my drum. You guys can relax in your chair and just try to stay in the present moment. So, you might notice that your mind's gonna start thinking about what you're gonna do or what you're gonna cook for dinner. It's just what our minds do, right? They always plan something or they think about the past. But if you can, try to stay in the present moment, noticing maybe the sounds around you, the sensations in your body, the sensation of the breath. So, just being in the here and now. All right. So take a deep breath in. And then slowly start moving your toes and fingers. And when you're ready, you can come up to sitting. And since it's already November, the gratitude month, the Thanksgiving month, I'd like to take a moment in each class this month to just focus on something we're grateful for and thankful for. So bring something to mind. It could be, family, friends, nature, God, good food, good coffee, anything comes to mind that makes you feel good, and just let that feeling spread through your body. And then we're gonna do our loving kindness prayer, sending some love to ourselves and some intention to be mindful and loving. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be mindful. May I have courage. And may I treat myself and others with love and compassion. And then hands to your forehead as a reminder of the power of your thoughts. Hands to your lips as a reminder of the power of your words. And hands to your heart as a reminder of the power of your actions. Namaste.
Thank you, Petra.
All right, how are you feeling, Michelle? A little better, maybe?
A little better. I needed my left to move.
Yeah.
I really mean, because of what's happening, I neglected my left side.
Yeah.
So this allowed me to do that. So we'll see, hopefully.
Good, and exercise can always, stimulate some good feel hormones in us. So maybe it will improve your mood.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you everyone, and I'll see you next week on Tuesday, hopefully. Yeah, I just send the accounting emails. Thanks, Franny. I got the message and the money from Stephen, so great. And from some of you, I already got it. So
I sent you a check yesterday.
Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you,
See you
everyone.
soon. Bye.